In today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 3 double elixir decks right now for the 2x elixir tournament. There's going to be a bunch of rewards as always, guys, so try and get as many wins as you can with these decks here today, and that is going to help you guys maximize your chances of absolutely crushing. Before we get into the decks today, guys, I do want to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, because there's a large percentage of you guys unsubscribed, and if you subscribe to the channel, that greatly supports me, and it'll make sure you don't miss any future videos. Today's number 1 deck is the Goblin Barrel Prince Rascals Log Bait. Now, the reason why this is bet meta, guys, because you have the Dark Goblin and Princess as both Log Bait, and the Goblin Barrel and the Goblin Gang and the Prince and Rascals, guys. This deck is heavier in terms of a Log Bait deck, but since Log Bait is so strong, this is going to be excellent for the 2x elixir tournament. Obviously, most Log Bait variants will work. This is going to be the one I'm going to be taking, though, because the Rocket is going to be essential in those type of matchups, guys. So not only will you be able to defend pretty much everything with all of these air counters, you'll also be able to toss your Rockets down straight onto that tower for some guaranteed damage and not have to worry about Rockets cycling on defense and offense. You'll have the defense covered, and then your offense will just be those Rockets, guys. So we are searching for a 2x elixir game mode, and let's see what we got going on, guys. I love myself some Log Bait. If you guys are not sure how to play Log Bait, stay tuned, because we're going to be going through right now exactly what you're supposed to do. So first play, it's always a good first play to either log the bridge, go with the Princess, or go with the Dark Goblin. Now, since a lot of people are going to be playing Log Bait, I would say just go with the Princess or Dark Goblin if you have them. We might see something here that we can log. No, we see a Knight. Let's go ahead and Dark Goblin that, guys. The elixir is obviously flowing in. 2x elixir cost, you do love to see it. And we're going to go ahead and tank by the Rascals here. Rascals are going to get annihilated. He goes for the log, and that is exactly what we wanted, guys. He's not going to have an answer to this. Unless he places a Skarmy or something, this will get shots off. The big Rascal is tanking, and as you can see, the NATO comes out. He's got some excellent answers here, guys, but the Electro Giant's coming in. Now, this is by no means going to be an easy defense here, guys. We're going to try and relax. We're going to try and defend. He goes for the beautiful Quake spell. We're going to go ahead and Dark Goblin this. The Princess Dark Goblin support, along with the Prince, will allow this Electro Giant to really not get too much done, guys. That's beautiful right there. We have the Rocket, obviously, so if we need to start defending like crazy, we 100% can do that, guys, and the Princess will help support. Princess goes ahead and shoots. Let's go ahead and go with our Rascals split. This will honestly be all right here. Let's go ahead and go for a deep Goblin Barrel. So he's probably going to whiff this log. We'll find out if he does real in a second, though. No log comes out. He nails it onto the tower to help us get a shot off. What a misplay there. That is a rip for him, guys. Let's go ahead and go for a Prince. Now, actually, Electro Giant is a bit of a counter here because we do not have any buildings in this deck, guys. There is not a single building in our deck, so the Electro Giant Quake will rip through us here. Nothing we can do in that sense. We're gonna have to try and counter him, even though he completely counters us, guys. Let's go ahead and go for our log. Let's go ahead and go for our Goblin Barrel. Do we catch some skeletons with the log? We don't, but the Princess will help out, guys. The Goblins will kill the Firecracker, and those are gonna be some Goblins on the tower. You're doing some damage. We are doing some damage for sure. Let's go ahead and get ready to go here for Dark Goblin. That's not gonna be the best Dark Goblin placement, guys. We do get the Rascals down in time to tank for the Dark Goblin. That's beautiful right there. Let's go ahead and go to Prince, guys. Let's be aggressive here. He's just obviously spending elixir left and right, so hopefully we can really catch him off guard here. The Knight comes down. This is a really bad matchup. Obviously, the Electro Giant and the other stuff is just going to absolutely get destroyed by us. We do have Rocket, but other than that, the Electro Giant's going to body us, guys, because we have no way of killing it besides our Prince, and obviously that's not going to be enough, especially if they have the Quake. So this is a very no-skill matchup. Sadly, we aren't able to do anything. Let's go ahead and go with our Prince, though. Let's go ahead and kill this Firecracker, but there is literally no way we kill this Electro Giant, NATO, and Quake, guys. There's absolutely nothing we can do here. We do take the right tower. This is a really bad matchup, though. Obviously, we just cannot stop this Electro Giant or kill the Firecracker very easily, guys. He's gonna probably skeletons this. No, he lets the Firecracker go down. Let's go ahead and get all this down, guys. Let's go ahead and go for our Dark Goblin. We'll go ahead and go for our Rascals as well. He's going to NATO everything in, probably. A very valuable log there on his end, guys, and he just goes for the NATO. I honestly think that was a massive misplay. You want to know why, guys? Check this out. We're going to go for our Goblin Barrel. We're going to go ahead and Prince the pocket last second. It'll distract everything. He does not have NATO or the log and cycle. He will now, but he is really low on elixir, guys. That's going to be a big damage there. It's not necessarily going to be enough, but it's certainly a play, so that is what we like to see. Let's go ahead and go for our Dark Goblin. Let's go ahead and go for our Princess, guys. Honestly, let's go ahead and go with our Goblin Gang here, and then we're going to go for our Goblins, and then we're going to need this NATO to come out. It does. Well, Rascals to tank. Electro Giant's on the tower. We have to log it off, guys. Will this be enough? Will it be enough? It's going to be close. It gets it. What a banger match. Completely hard countered, and we absolutely outplayed him. We're just going to say thanks. He deserves the BM. That is that. We want to get a good matchup in here, though. Please don't be Electro Giant, dude. Electro Giant, obviously, it's not going to be as popular. It's not going to be played as much in this tournament, but if you see it, you got to be careful, guys. So with this deck, obviously, there's ways to beat it. As you can see there, the Electro Giant player, a big misplay he had was using both the log and the tornado on attack, leaving him with no spells to deal with our Goblin Barrel there, and then all we had to do was tank for our Goblin Barrel, and boom, so much damage coming through. What a beautiful play to start the video off. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does, guys. We're gonna let these go here. And we're just going to go for a Princess at the bridge. We'll let him go. That's a little bit of damage. Nice play, nice play. He going for some bats. So we'll go ahead and Dark Goblin this. We'll take it down. We'll take it down. So he's got Miner, Wall Breakers. Can we get 2 wins in a row with this deck? Probably. Let's go ahead and go with our Rascals. Rascals going to do some work here. And let's go ahead and Goblin Gang, guys. We see a Musketeer. Now, we're going to see some sort of spell. We see a Zap. That is honestly alright here because the Goblins, and they'll deal with that Musketeer, guys. The Musketeer entirely going down. Are we going to see some more Wall Breakers here? We don't. We see the Miner, and we're going to go for our Dark Goblin in the left lane. So the Dark Goblin will take care of that Wall Breaker in the left lane and the right lane. Just beautiful snipes there by the Dark Goblin, guys. Dark Goblin will also get slammed by this Bandit here. We're going to go ahead and go with our Rascals. The Prince is getting distracted pretty heavily there. Not really going to be able to do too much there, but we're going to go for our Goblin Gang in the right here just to try and split up our pressure, guys. So he just went with a ton of Elixir, obviously. He does go for the Zap spell. Let's go ahead and get our Princess down. He goes Mega Knight. Really, really interesting Mega Knight, obviously, because he doesn't have a whole lot of Elixir to work with, guys. The Prince will be tanking beautifully. The Dark Goblin's doing so much damage to that Mega Knight. Will it be enough? Let's go ahead and go with our Rascals here. Rascals are going to tank really nicely, guys. And although we suffer one shot on the left, we actually do have the lead here, allowing us to get in a pretty comfortable spot. We're going to go ahead and rocket this as well, just because it's 2 times Elixir, guys. We'll 100% be able to recover defensively for our Elixir. We have a lot of answers to his deck. We just got to be really careful here. And he's actually screwing up here by letting these Rascal girls get so much damage onto our tower, onto his tower there. The right tower is actually taking massive blows. He's going to go for Goblins here, most likely. Nope, we see a Miner on defense. The bats come out. The bats will die to the Princess shot. And now we can go with the Dark Goblin here. Are we going to see some sort of Wall Breakers? Because the Dark Goblin will be able to deal with them. If so, as you can see, I mean, we are just absolutely crushing this, guys. We do not see a Zap yet. He might Zap now. No, it's going to be too late. And at this point in the match, guys, I mean, this is almost over. All we have to do is rocket. All we have to do is go for our missed rocket. Not good. Not good. Very not good. Alright, honestly, big mistake here. We are going to lose our tower. This is not over yet. We are going to lose it. That's okay. That's okay. We just cannot panic, guys. We cannot choke this. Let's go ahead and go with our Goblin Gang. Princess is going to, or sorry, Bandit's going to dash. That's all good. Let's go ahead and go for our Goblin Bro, guys. We'll go for our Dark Goblin here. The Dark Goblin placement's going to be pretty nice. Musketeer's going to get tagged up, guys. Musketeer is going to get tagged up by a lot of stuff here. Musketeer will, in fact, go down. Let's go ahead and go with our Rascals. Do we see a Miner Wall Breakers? We do! The prediction there's going to be awesome, and the Goblin Gang will come down to help out with that Miner, guys. Too clean with that. We're going to go ahead and be aggressive with this because he doesn't necessarily have the easiest answer to this. He's going to Mega Knight. No, he decides to Zap. That's going to be a fatal mistake. Look at how much damage coming down, guys. We need to log this right tower to make sure we can take it, and obviously, as long as we can defend over here, all we need is 1 or 2 rockets, and that is literally going to be it, guys. Only 1 rocket. That's going to be game. Good game, sir. Awesome match. Game number 1, deck number 1. We're getting, or sorry, no, game number 2, deck number 2. What am I saying? No, game number 2, deck number 1. It's another win, guys. Very awesome game. Obviously, even though we don't have a building for those Wall Breakers, we're getting it done with the Miners, or against the Miners, with the Rascals and Prince Logbait. That is why this deck is so strong. It's always got that potential to win, and the outplay potential is obviously pretty significant, so a lot of fun with deck number 1 and 2. Sorry, game number 1 and 2, guys. That was awesome. And we're going to move on to deck number 2. Deck number 2 is a much easier one to play. You have the Royal Recruits, Zappies. You know, double Elixir is going to be your best friend with this, guys, because it's 3.9 of Elixir cost. Not the cheapest thing in the world, but it certainly can have a ton of units on the ground, and if the opponent doesn't have any necessarily excellent answers to this deck, the Royal Hogs are obviously so strong after that recent buff because of how much HP they have, guys. They really don't ever die, so let's hope we can find a match here, and then we'll come right back. We have finally found a match against, I don't know how to say this guy's name, but let's get after it. He's going to need this good luck, guys, because with our deck, it is insanely strong. Obviously, the Barbell first play at the bridge is always good. The Goblin Brawler in the middle is always also solid, guys. So, we have the Royal Piggies. We have a couple answers. Let's go ahead and go with our Royal Recruits in the back. Might as well see what this guy's got in store, guys. So, the Cannon card comes down. A very strong card in the game currently. Let's go ahead and go with our Goblin Cage just to distract. And then we are going to go for our Fireball here because he's giving us that value, guys. The Bomber, the Mother Witch will both go down. And that opens up an opportunity for Royal Hogs, guys. The Bowler is down. The NATO comes out wicked early, and that's going to be a monumental mistake, causing him to have a bunch of tower damage go through. The Bowler on the right getting taken down. The Cannon card's going to get shot up by the Flying Machine, and the entire tower will fall as a result of that massive misplay. Obviously, he doesn't even have that bad of a matchup with this one, guys. But overall, I mean, that is not what you want to play. That's not how you want to play this type of thing. It's obviously going to be Lumberloon, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and roll Recruits. We're going to get ready to go for our defense. Overall, if we could just keep split laning. Oh, wow, it's Electro Giant. What? Okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and go for our Flying Machine just to snipe this Electro Giant down over time. The Mother Witch over here is going to be solid for him. Let's go ahead and Barbell. let's go ahead and zappies. The Tornado there's going to be big, guys. And this is overall not going to be our matchup, I don't think. I mean, he's got Electro Giant Nado. Do we have enough to completely kill everything? I'm not sure, but we are going to be sitting in a weird spot here. So let's go ahead and Electro Spirit. Let's go ahead and just Fireball this Mother Witch. We really don't want her getting any insane value, guys. So let's go ahead and go for a little bit of Goblin Cage here. He's going for that Electro Giant, so we could counter push the other lane, but instead we're going to relax. We're going to go for a Flying Machine, hoping we bait out a Mother Witch, and then we're going to go for some Zappies, guys. So we do see an Inferno Dragon. Zappy's going to be big against that Inferno Dragon. The entire Inferno Dragon will die, and we're back to a Goblin Cage now to actually just place another one against this Electro Giant. So although it looks bad, I'm really hoping this Goblin Cage can put in some work, guys. The last Goblin Cage will actually kill the Bowler for us, and then get retargeted on the Electro Giant. Nice. Alright, cool. We're going to say good game. I really hope he can give us up, because this is not the easiest matchup by any means, guys. Let's go ahead, go for our piggies. Let's go for all of this. We're going to push up here. Does he go with a Mother Witch or something? We're trying to force out a lot of Elixir here, which is looking like he's not going to fall for the bait. He's instead going to risk losing his entire tower. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and go for some Zappies. Split. Let's go ahead and get this Goblin Cage down, guys. He's got that Cannon Cart behind this Electro Giant. I think we're going to need to go hardcore Royal Recruits on this thing, guys, to try and take it out. So the Nado comes out. We're going to go ahead and Electro Spirit. We have so many Royal Recruits on this Electro Giant, guys. 5 Royal Recruits, a Goblin Brawler, and a Fireball all coming down. And the right tower for him is not looking too healthy either, guys. So this is certainly looking alright. With 20 seconds left, I don't know if he'll be able to break through. This deck overall, as a control deck and as a current deck in the meta, it is an incredibly strong deck here. Let's go ahead and go with our Royal Hogs. Let's go ahead and go with our Barb Barrel. The Royal Hogs hop over the Bowler Ball. The Barb Barrel kills it. And that is going to be game. Good game, dude. What an awesome way to end that deck's showcase, guys. It would have been a 3 crown if we had more time, obviously. But good game there. Thank you very much for playing, dude. That is an awesome match to showcase the power of this deck, guys, because it's certainly a control deck there. As you saw, even though we had Bowler, Bomber, all of those great answers to our deck, and even Nado to kill pretty much anything that we could kill the Electro Giant with, he literally could not do much because we had so many units down, and the fast cycle between the Goblin Cages and the 2x Elixir was absolutely essential, guys. So a very strong deck here. This one will absolutely dominate and be our overall solid deck for the tournament. The final deck here today, guys, is going to be the Lava Hound Lumberjack clone deck going around, because in 2x Elixir, this deck is crazy. If your opponent doesn't have a ton of air splash damage, they are literally going to lose this match faster than a Golem clone deck, guys. This is a crazy deck because it has so much power, obviously, with the bats, with the Golem, sorry, not Golem, with the bats and Lumberjack and everything swarming the towers. It is going to be mad crazy. So let's go ahead and go with our Flying Machine bats. We have the clone spell ready to go. He's going to go for a Graveyard here, and we're just going to go ahead and clone it and obviously take home the win. I don't think he stops this, guys. Our push is incredibly fast. We'll go ahead and Fireball here on defense. Who's going to win it first? Let's go ahead and Skeleton Army. Our push is not being stopped here, guys. The balloon, obviously, on our tower, not going to be a deal. The Lava Hound is crushing us, but we can go with our bats. We can go with a Baby Dragon. And hopefully defend. I mean, these bats are going to be essential, guys. The Bomber's doing some work. The Lava Hound's doing a little bit of damage there as well. We crush it, though. We do end up crushing it. Let's go ahead and go with all this. Let's just push up, because I think this one is over, guys. He goes with the Dark Prince, these pups, and the Lava Hound, or sorry, the Flying Machine does take it for us, guys. Good game, sir. Thank you very much for playing. It is that easy. So obviously, you're going to have to tower trade with this one if you don't have a good matchup. But other than that, guys, these 3 decks absolutely crush in double Elixir. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Obviously, if you watched till the end and you have not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Make sure to subscribe down below, guys. You are not going to regret it. But hopefully you guys have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching. Master Diddy-san, out.